Again, we're in the upper reaches of the problem set 14. And again, if you struggle with the prior problems, you're going to get better as you start to struggle. You will start to struggle less. All right, something like this, I would strongly recommend you get rid of the fraction of the problem and simplify it. And if I did that, and again, your goal here is to take this equation here and match this over here by multiplying both sides by the LCD and then collecting terms. That's all we did, right? You'd also be expected to get this one over here, which what are you doing over here? I want to point out what you're doing over here is you're multiplying both sides by 15 and 32, right? Relatively simple to do, by the way. And what I mean by that, you got a zero there, it makes it simple. And then you should get this over here. Now, granted, you might wonder what these things are. Right now, you're not wondering about anything what they are. What you're trying to do is simplify the system, and you did that. The next thing I would do, I'm going to go to the key now, is I would solve one of those equations either for x or y. So I'm going to say, if you took the first equation, solved it for x, should be relatively simple to do, by the way. You would get 2x equals 3y minus 1, and then x would equal 3 minus 1 over 2, which is right over here. Now, again, I know it's difficult, but what you have to do now is take that. Let me point out what I mean by that. And substitute into this thing over here, right? Is it work? Of course it's work, right? It's the work that you have to do. You plug it in. Wherever I see x, I put that down. You expand it, and here's the weak link for a lot of students. No, this is not magic. No, someone didn't look at that and say that. What someone did, and that's me, by the way, I did work on paper with pencil, and I got this. Then what's the next thing I would do? Well, what's nice about that, it's really an easy factorization. I'm using the zero product rule, and so I would get 2 y's. What y's would I get? I would get certainly y is 1, and the other y I'd get is y equals minus 7. Then what do? Plug it in. Where do you plug it in? Right up here. I'm going to say 1's probably the easiest one to do, and what would you get? You would get 1. Why is that? If y is 1, 3 times 1 is 3, 3 minus 1 is 2, and 2 divided by 2 is 1. So that's easy. What's the other one? Minus 7. That's more difficult. I'm write it down for you. What do you get? Minus 22 over 2. What's that give you? Minus 11. Things are working out like a charm. What I want to claim, though, we provide a picture for you. Figure 95. Let's look at it. I see 2 points of intersection. Let's talk about the points I'm seeing. I should see 1, 1. Do I see 1, 1? As clear as day. The other point I should see is minus 11, minus 7. Do I see minus 11, minus 7? Clear as day. So we're done. And what I mean by done, we visualized it after we did all our algebra, and we're convinced we're correct. If you don't want to visualize it, I would say another way to check yourself is go back to the original system and plug it in. All right? What do you plug in? The 2 points of intersection that you found. All right, I want to remind you again about who I am. My name is Ron Bannon, and my email address again is Bannon, B as in boy, the @ NNON.US. Why would you want to reach out to me? If you have some comment about the document, particularly if you're interested in making the document a better document, please reach out to me, and I'll take your suggestions into consideration. Thank you.